and welcome everybody to the Armed Forces Insurance Military Spouse of the Year show, where normally we get to talk with our branch and base winners about the great work that they're doing in their communities. However, today we have a special little treat for you because as we kick off this program, we are excited to bring to you today our special guest, Lori Simmons with AFI, who is going to tell us more about what this program is, what it means to our community, and why you need to get out there and nominate other folks in your community as well. So Lori, welcome to the show today.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
Can you just take a minute and tell us just a little bit about yourself?
You bet. Well, crazy enough, in February this year, I will actually be with Armed Forces Insurance this time for 20 years. So super excited about that. I love this company, what we stand for, how we pay it forward in the military community. For us, it's all about our tagline, our mission is you. And we try to live that in everything that we do, not only when we strive to protect our members' property from the elements and other perils, but also in the way that we support our community. And one of those ways, obviously, is through the Armed Forces Insurance Military Spouse of the Year program.
So what is the Armed Forces Insurance Military Spouse of the Year program?
So it really is very simple. It's a program that recognizes the commitment and dedication, as well as other important contributions that our military spouses do day in and day out to make the military community a better place for our servicemen and women and their families, as well as, bridging barriers between our military community and our civilian community as well.
I really like that bridging barriers thing. We hear it a lot of times, it gets thrown out there as kind of like a buzzword thing, but what AFI and what this program really does is really kind of bring our two communities, our civilian side and our military communities together, and really is that action of bridging our communities together and being able to understand.
Right.
So in the early years with AFI, you guys were just a title sponsor of the program before you acquired the program a few years ago. Why was it so important for AFI to get involved in this program?
Yeah, so one of the things that I used to get asked frequently was, what is an insurance company getting involved in a program like this for? And as I mentioned before, our tagline is our mission is you. And that's something that we really do try to live every day. All the decisions that we make, both from a business perspective, as well as I mentioned, supporting our military community. And, we did a lot of really great things as a sponsor. But I got super close to this community, as many of you are aware, and listening to ways that we could improve the program and grow the program and provide more opportunity for those who are part of the program, all of our alumni. Really, the next step had to be that we would acquire the award so that we would have the authority to grow the program and make the decisions that we needed to make in order to continue to promote the program and make it what our alumni were asking for. And so, we have grown the program since we acquired it in October of 2018. I have lots and lots of ideas and a bigger vision for the program moving forward. But you have to do little baby steps as we go. Certainly listening to ideas and thoughts of those who are in the program, as well as listening to a lot of the folks that support the program, not just our sponsors, but a lot of organizations that support military families and the military community, reach out to me from time to time and say, well, have you thought about this? Have you thought about that? And, as it relates to benefiting all of our alumni, I mean, we take those ideas into consideration. in an effort to grow the program. One of the things that is I have two things that are on my short list. One of them is really to try to establish a leadership course specifically for the MSOY alumni. We're in a lot of discussions right now. That's a huge endeavor, and it doesn't come without cost. I want to make sure that when we do it, that it's done right, and that it is a credible, program that potentially could provide a designation that would be valuable to have on our SOY's resumes. So that's kind of the road that I'm going down right now. There's still a lot of work to be done to make that come to fruition, but just to let everybody know that is on the short list. The other thing that's on the short list, and this has started to really be cultivated in a organic matter, in an organic way right now, and that is through the years, we have had subject matter experts come up through the community, and different organizations have reached out to me and said, "Hey, Lori, we would like to bring in somebody to talk on XYZ. And, do you have anyone who is a subject matter expert on that?" And of course, I always do. And unfortunately, right now, it's all informally done. It's an email, it's a phone call from someone, and then me making that connection. But I'd like to formalize that a little bit more and really start to promote an MSOY Speakers Bureau that our alumni could participate in. They could give us the information about their qualifications and what they would like to speak on. And then we would become the source, basically, for experts on many, many topics. So I'm excited about that.
Yeah, I love hearing all that. As being an alumni of the program myself, I can tell you every year it feels like it just gets bigger and bigger and better and better. And so hearing what your goals are for this program, it makes me just so excited inside. Like, yes, for me, I'm like, why not do that tomorrow? Like, come on, we can get this done. I know things take time. I'll try not to rush stuff, but I always get excited when I hear, how this program is going to grow, because it is such an amazing program. So knowing it can only get better, it's an exciting time for it all. So as we discuss what this program is, let's look back a minute at the very beginning. Why was this program formed, and who was behind starting this program?
Yeah, so the program actually, the very first year was 2008. And this is going to be fun to kind of reminisce about some of these details, because it really does paint the picture of the growth that's happened with the program over the last several years. But back in the very first year, there was one winner. There was an overall winner, and that was it. It was one winner. In 2009, the program expanded out to cover the branches of service at that time, which at that time didn't include the National Guard. And so as time went through the years, we added the National Guard. Then the next thing that was added, we didn't have base SOYs at the time. So that was another really big initiative that, came into the program. And just continued to grow. And I think, the first few years didn't have the same look and feel that the program has today. I think, obviously, as the program continues to mature and the alumni continues to grow, we try to leverage that as much as possible. All of the SOYs, you have a bigger pool of people that you can reach out to. And, one of the best parts, I think, about the program, it's one of those things that I always tell the incoming SOYs, is that you just have to experience this. This isn't something that, I could describe with and do it justice. It's, every year when the new group comes in, I get so excited about sharing um, this this group with the new class coming in, because every year after MSOY week, I hear from the new class, oh my gosh, I had no idea I was going to meet all of these people. I didn't know I was going to find my tribe. I didn't know that, I was going to come in contact with 3 other people that have the same passion that I do. And now we're going to work together and help each other. And now I've got sisters and brothers that I can reach out to, whether it's a personal friendship level, or whether it's something professional, or even on a volunteer topic that they want to help each other. It's just it's really hard to describe, but I think that's honestly become the silver lining of the program. Is it's an elite group of spouses, and through the years, the quality of spouses that have participated in this program, I mean, they're what this program is. They're the reputation of the program, and it is bar none. There's nothing next to it out there.
No, absolutely. And as you mentioned, it being an elite group of spouses, one of the things I want to add to that is that it also becomes your family. From my experience of being in the program, I've met some of my best friends from this program, and without it, I wouldn't know who they are, trying to think back of, how would I have connected with this person otherwise? There's probably a very slim to no chance I would have met them outside of this program, and just how much we've supported each other and connected and been able to make connections for other people. And the networking aspect of it is that the people in this program, they become your family. And so that's always a really just awesome thing to see every year, just the way everybody comes together, connects together, and just works together and just loves and supports each other.
Well, and you never know what's going to happen from meeting someone during MSOY week. I have countless stories. No way could I ever go into all of them, but every year I hear, it was because of the connection I made through this program that I'm doing this now, or that I, got this referral for a job, or that I got this speaking opportunity and that opened other doors for me. Or, it's just, the stories are endless, and it's kind of hard to put some kind of a tangible value on that, because it's all different for each of us. But I always say, if I had a nickel for every story that I've heard like that, I'd put all of those nickels back in the program and take everybody to Disneyland.
Yes. Yeah. Hey, I just think, a great MSOY retreat to Disneyland, I think, should be in the works a lot down the road at some point as well. We always talk about, you always hear that 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon thing. And I think he really has nothing on our MSOY community, because it's like 1 degree of an MSOY.
Agreed.
Somebody knows somebody to connect you, and just being able to see the work that happens once you are in this community has just been amazing. So with that, right now we are in open season for nominations for the 2022 MSOY class. We know there are thousands of spouses out there in our community making a difference in one way or another. So why should someone take the time to nominate a spouse who is making a difference?
So I think all of us, and I'm including the general public in this statement, I think all of us know a military spouse. And they probably know a military spouse who is trailblazing initiatives, who's supporting the community, whether it's through volunteerism, or their professional career, or just involved in some other activity that really is for the betterment of our community at large. And I think that introducing a military spouse to this phenomenal, special MSOY community, there's just absolutely nothing but positive vibes that they could get from that. and be able to leverage the community. I mean, that's part of what we offer each other in the MSOY community is, kind of a new arsenal in your toolkit, if you will. One of the things, Megan, that you're probably going to ask me is, well, I've been nominated. Now what? I mean, why me? I haven't done anything special. And for those of you who are listening to this, I want to tell you something. I want you to listen to me very carefully. The ones who make the most difference in this community have said that. You need to accept the humility of being a part of this program and know that if you're in that position, it's because that's your purpose. That is where you're supposed to be. You need to be a part of this community. And once you become part of this community, you'll understand and you'll understand why me. Okay. But if you're out there and you're saying, why me, that's the biggest sign I can tell you of why you need to be a part of this community. So do the work. And it is, I understand, building out your bio, and you have to accept your nomination. First of all, don't forget to do that. We only have, I think, 3 weeks left for nominations, as well as accepting your nomination and then completing your bio. Don't overlook completing your bio. Look on the msoy.afi.org website to see what the voting criteria are, so that you make sure and cover those in your bio. Because when we get past the base level of voting and the judges panel is introduced to all of you, that's when things get a little more serious, and those voting criteria become ultra important. So I can't stress enough to pay attention to that.
No, absolutely. And just a few things I want to add in there. As far as for nominating somebody else, everybody knows somebody that's out there doing something that is in some small or maybe big way impacting your community for the better. So being able to take a moment and recognize them through this nomination and saying, hey, I see what you're doing. I see your hard work. And I just want you to feel appreciated and validated in what you're doing, and recognize them for the work that they're putting in there. And then when you say, the whole why me thing, like, I don't need to be here, I haven't done that much. We all have that imposter syndrome in some way, shape, or form that it comes out. It's just like, I do not deserve to be in this big room full of everybody. And you absolutely do deserve that. And a lot of times we always say, if I had a door that's just opened, if I could just meet a certain person, this is your door. This is your door to meet that person that you need to know to be able to further whatever it is that you are doing. And so being able to have AFI behind this program, be able to support our spouse community, is that door, that stepping stone, that next step of whatever it is that you need to continue doing and to further what it is that you are doing.
Totally agree. And one other thing that I want to mention to those who may be listening that are not as familiar with the program, there's a lot of recognition awards out there for military spouses, but this one is the only non-DoD sanctioned program that does have the support and unofficial endorsement of our senior military leaders. So for those of you who, have thoughts of ways that you want to improve the quality of life for our military families, or you have, some other initiative that, you need the word to be elevated in some way, this is the best way to make that happen. And, this program has opened doors. It has, helped with introductions for countless of spouses on initiatives and activities that need promotion and support. That's what this program is. It's not only an exclusive family, but it's also a tool in your toolkit. So I hope all of you out there will nominate a spouse. I hope those spouses who are out there listening right now, who have been nominated, accept your nomination with pride and step forward and complete your bio and, join our family.
Yes, absolutely. We talked a lot about what the program is today and why people should nominate other spouses and why you need to accept your nomination. What else do we need to tell our military spouse community about it that we haven't already discussed? Anything?
No, I just want to say hey to everybody, and looking forward to meeting all of the new soys this next year and sharing this program. Not only with the new class coming in, but I love MSOY Week. I love being able to reconnect with folks and listen to what they've done through the year, and make sure that you follow us on social media, on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And we look forward to this year.
Yes, it's going to be a great year, and I'm excited every year to be able to meet the new class, to be able to meet our new family members that come in and that join us. So just a reminder, if you've got somebody working in your community making a difference, take the time, nominate them. If you're sitting there with your nomination sitting in your email and you're not sure what to do, just go click that accept button, just go fill out your bio, just go do it, because this is what you need to do. And you deserve it, and you deserve to be here and to be a part of this program. So Absolutely. That wraps up our show for today. Thank you, Lori, for taking time out of your day to join us.
Of course.
Yeah, in the coming weeks, you guys will be able to see episodes where we sit down and we talk with our 2021 branch winners, and we start talking with our base winners from not just this past year, this current year, but our alumni as well, to hear about the work that they are doing in their communities and how this program has impacted and supported them in their work as well. So until then, make sure to take care of each other.